Arsenal having a rough run at late. They keep taking the lead, but keep letting teams back into the match. That's exactly what's happened against Victoria, Wolves, Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Let's go with Mr. Ex-Arsenal, Paul Mariner. What do you make of everything that's going on at the moment?
It's no great surprise, Dan. I mean, everybody knows, apart from the management, that the back four is absolutely useless. We've been asking him to sign quality defenders for well over a season. And what we get is David Luiz. I mean, I'm deadly serious. When that came out that Arsenal had signed David Luiz, I thought it was a joke. I honestly did, because he's not going to be the solution. He's going to be, again, part of the problem. So whoever plays in there, whether it's Socrates with Luiz or whether it's Socrates, I mean, you name it. I mean, the whole back line changed.
So is it a player problem, not a Unai Emery problem?
It's both. Well, he's got to recognise. It's twofold, Dan. He's got to recognise what he's got in the building. He's got to put the team together that gives the club the best chance to win. And when you've got a terrible back four as he's got, you've got to get the right protection in front. Now, Guendouzi is definitely growing on me as a player. I thought it was too early for him last season, and I said it repeatedly. He's got better this season, but Granit Xhaka is obviously no good. Torreira, for me, has always been a fan favourite. He always puts a shift in. He would be the one that would be protecting, but I think they need a little bit more protection.
Would you sack Emery?
Not yet. If this goes really badly on Saturday, which I think it will against Leicester, because Leicester are playing some fabulous football, and it's a international break, very dangerous.
So lose against Leicester, you would sack him?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's very dangerous for him, because the way that it's going with the fans and with the results, with going into the lead, not being able to keep a lead, not having the leadership either A, off the field and B, on the field, that's beginning to be a big problem. But I think it's a little bit early yet.
Don, do you sack him?
I think there's always a number. If you get beat by a big number, I mean, they're 10 points off Leicester. Dan, you asked me a couple of weeks ago, can Leicester finish top four? And I was a little bit hesitant. Since their win last week, they've convinced me more. And they're pushing teams like Man United and Arsenal well away from them. So they're building up a healthy lead. If Arsenal go there and lose by 2 or 3 and it's very comfortable and it's all Leicester, I think they might just push the button. I mean, Paul's absolutely right. I mean, when you watch Arsenal over the last decade, everyone knows that Arsenal going forward are one of the best teams in the Premier League to watch. Not necessarily against the top 4 away from home, because they're always a little bit weak, but they normally produce a good standard of football. Now, everyone knows if you've got 70 odd or 100 million pounds to spend in the summer, you wouldn't necessarily go and buy Pepe, who's a good player. You'd strengthen the back four. I mean, it's almost like an episode of Scooby-Doo where Unai Emery's going to sort of take his mask off and it's going to be Arsene Wenger standing underneath it, because nothing's changed.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.